Welcome to the Builders of Authority podcast, a show committed to helping you build authority for your brand. In the realm of business and personal branding, authority stands as a cornerstone. Authority isn't built overnight, it's built over time. So join us as we build something remarkable together. And now, here's your host, Adam McChesney.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Builders Authority podcast, where we bring on some of the best entrepreneurs, operators, and leaders in the home service and contracting space to talk about what it really takes to grow and scale a successful business, from marketing to lead generation to leadership, systems, and the lessons learned along the way. I'm your host, Adam McChesney, founder and CEO of Builders of Authority, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm actually recording this episode from our hotel here in Nicaragua, and I'm joined by somebody who plays a massive role behind the scenes in our company, our COO, Alejandra. Everyone talks about what it takes to build a successful business, but very few people talk about what it actually takes behind the scenes in order to make that happen. The systems, the pressure, and the leadership that's required to actually run and grow a company. Today, I'm joined by somebody who lives in that world every single day. I actually knew Alejandra before I even started Builders of Authority and was always impressed by how sharp she was, and her deep knowledge was in the marketing and operations space, but heard so many great things about her from a leadership standpoint, and even over the last couple of months, being able to see her live out really her true passion and expertise in this operational role as our CEO has just been really cool to see. So when we started growing, I kept insisting that she come join us, and she rejected me a couple times actually. But finally said yes, came on board as our PPC manager back in September of last year, and very quickly realized that there was a bigger opportunity. And so she very quickly became our COO. We had a quick conversation, and I said, hey, here's kind of what I'm thinking. Here's where I'm struggling, and I need somebody like yourself to come in. And it's been an incredible experience. I couldn't be happier that she's here. So today we're going to talk about what really happens behind the scenes of a growing company, what it takes to manage teams and clients at scale, and what most people never see when it comes to running the operations of a marketing agency. So Alejandra, welcome to the show.
Thank you. That was a really nice intro. Sorry for rejecting you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I will forgive you. So tell people kind of your background, because I know it's not in the marketing space. Tell people how you kind of what you studied and how you got to where you're at today.
Yeah, so fun fact, it's that I'm an architect. I didn't study marketing, and I mean, now that I think of, I don't know why I didn't change careers. But it was funny, I was an architect, and then I feel like that career used a lot of operational things. I mean, they teach you operation, design, creativeness, and all that. So I feel like all of that is taking me where I am today. I've been happy that I was able to be part of an architectural firm back then in 2017. And then due to life, I got to where I am today, just starting in a call center, talking to people, learning how to communicate, customer service and all that. And then I had the opportunity to join to an agency that had a 3-month program to teach you about PPC and digital marketing, just set up the foundation. And after that, I started talking to clients about the performance and all that. So then I got the chance to move from that agency to another agency, and I got the opportunity to deal a little bit more with bigger clients, and now start talking about SEO, PPC, and all the different services that we can do for them when it comes to this industry. And I was good at it. And I even didn't like talking to clients because it was super outside of my comfort zone. And I had that internal pep talk saying okay, if you want to go to the next level, you need to move away from your comfort zone. So I did it. I accepted when they offered me the role of being an account manager position. And I took it, and I was so nervous the first month because I didn't want to talk to clients at all. And it turned out I was good at that too. And then they saw that opportunity because I was good at managing accounts and also talking to clients and doing retentions. They gave me the opportunity to be a product manager. And that's where I had the opportunity to start managing a team. And I started with a small team. And then after that, I had a team of 12 members with the biggest portfolio in the agency. And I'm like, how did I get here? So it was hard. It was not easy, but it taught me a lot, like how to deal with people, with clients, hard clients, difficult team members, how to have those conflict conversations. Like it was not easy to have hard conversations with the team or the clients. So I'm glad that I had that opportunity. And then after that, I had a break. And then I had the opportunity to be a strategist and just focus on the client strategies and keep communicating with them and how they can grow in SEO and using their digital marketing efforts. And then I got here to Builders of Authority just because I saw the opportunity to be a PPC manager. And then I kind of wanted to go back to my roots. Like, okay, I like PPC and I also like to manage people. So I saw that as a next step for what I was in my life, just because I recently became a mom. And I'm like, okay, this is what I like, and I want to be a mom, but also continue working. So I feel like it's going to be the perfect balance. But then 2 weeks later, you came and told me, you know what? I want to see if you can help me with the CEO, like in the CEO position. And that was kind of shocking because I was not expecting that. But I felt so valued because you saw something in me that no one else was seeing at the moment. And I had like the imposter syndrome at that time because I was just a mom. And I'm like, I was learning how to be a mom. And then, okay, I think I can do both.
Yeah.
So I took the leap of faith. I mean, I accepted it and I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like it's gonna be another opportunity for me to learn and expand my knowledge and just keep growing professional and continue leading by example, which is what I did.
That's awesome. What was your like first reaction where you're like, oh crap, like Adam's asking me this question?
It was like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
Like, oh God, I can't believe I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? Like a few weeks ago, I felt like I was not good at my stuff or doing things. And then 2 weeks later, you were, hey, this is an opportunity. I really want to work with you. So I think I was shocked. And then you asked me in the call, I don't see you that excited about what I just told you. And I'm like, I am, but I was internally, I was freaking out. Because there were a lot of things coming on, like a lot of changes. And I was like, okay, take it. You can do this.
Well, and I think one of the things about that is within the first like 2 weeks, as well as like the rest of the managers and the rest of the team, where they're like Alejandra's teaching us so much. And I'm like, well, why are you talking to, like, not that I was like saying, hey, you guys can't talk to each other, but like all these other departments are like, yeah, we're talking to Alejandra, she's helping us out. I'm like, she just started here. Like, she should be the one that like is getting acclimated with everything and going and doing it. So like, I am very observative. And so when I heard that and I kept hearing it over and over again, I was like, hey, we need to figure out, a path to doing that. And I think obviously it was not on the original roadmap or the blueprint of like, hey, here's how it happens. But it was like, the timing was perfect. I think we were going into a season of last year where there was, I think last Builders Week, 25 or so people. And it was like, hey, we know we're going to be above 30 and then we're probably going to have a big start to the year. So if we didn't do it then, it's like, yeah, we could have like probably not scared you as much and said, hey, let's start at the beginning of the year. But like, I'm also somebody where I'm like, hey, I've made up my mind. Like, I just want to go do it. So I'm glad that you were like open to just jumping in and going and doing that. What were some of the things, right, where you're like, hey, I'd only been here a couple weeks, but you kind of see where you're like, hey, like, we're doing these things really well, but like, here's where you could kind of come in and really do what you do best to make it where we're at today.
Yeah. So, I mean, the idea is to set up the team for the win, and that's going to be the best for our clients and us. So when I joined the team, and because I was the PPC manager, they didn't have a manager before. So there were a lot of their processes on hold or just not complete enough for them to understand how to move forward or how to make things easier. So I saw the opportunity to organize the department and then use that for the other departments because it was going to be easier for them to complete their stuff. And I know you guys were doing the L10s and trying to implement the EOS, and I had the opportunity to experience that in my previous agency. So I just took that feedback and tried to apply it in the meetings because it was easier to organize your issues, to actually give the opportunity for everyone to speak up, not only you. So issues are part of our day-to-day, and then everyone needs to be accountable and take ownership on that. So if it's just the CEO talking about what's going on the business, it's not going to help you move fast and forward. So that was what I saw when I joined. Like, okay, we are in a good place, but I feel like it's going to be better for us if we move faster, if we start implementing these small changes.
So for those of you like listening or watching, is with EOS, we were doing a very subpar job at self-implementation. Thought that we were doing it, but it's kind of one of those things where the first agency that I grew, like one of the first people I hired was eventually the person that became my COO. So we were like I'm not going to say overqualified, but like we were overextended there of like, hey, we have EOS set up and we have like 5 people on the team. Right. Yeah. And then now it was like we waited until probably the latter half of when we actually needed to do it. And you kind of came in and helped, said, hey, like you guys are doing it like 60% right, maybe not even that. Right. Yeah. So you kind of helped put that system and process in place. And that was a part of the evolution process of getting you into the role that you're at today. What would you say, like just talking about like our relationship as far as CEO versus COO, because a lot of the stuff that you're doing today was things that were either not getting done or it was me or Rosanna, but again, a lot of the stuff was on my plate in terms of like, I have to be putting out all the fires. I have to be doing all this. Like, what would you say has set us up for success because your strengths are more so my weaknesses and from there?
Yeah, so in the EOS world, you are the visionary and I'm the integrator. So basically how it works is that you are the ADS person and I'm the one that needs to execute it. And that's one of my strengths. Like if I need to make something happen, I will need to organize it like to make sense operational wide. And then that will help the team understand what are their task and what they need to do. So when there are fires, like, hey, okay, we need to fix this, we need to solve this, how they will fix it, if it worked, okay, then we need to build a process around it. And then in terms of client communication, like everything, it's about set up the team for success in a way that they know what they are accountable of. And then you as a CEO, like you have these things coming up to your mind on a daily basis, but then you just need to give me that idea and I will make it happen.
Yeah.
And I will tell the team, hey, and it's not about me doing the things. It's about me, how am I transferring the message to the team and how I can organize what they're going to do.
Yeah. It's a great way of explaining it. And I know, just so everybody knows, I had a list of questions I did not know they were supposed to be given to me prior, so I'm kind of just going through and having the conversation. I think it ends up being better that way. But why do you think we've been as successful as we have been? And for those of you that have been following along, just seeing like the growth, whether it's the revenue or the team members and all that stuff, like. Now that you've been on the outside, you're on the outside looking in of, hey, should I come work here? Should I, take that leap of faith? And then now that you're on the inside, like, what is the difference?
Like what I saw from when I started to now that I'm in the inside?
Yeah, just that you're like, hey, like, okay, hey, like the growth is real. Because like I know a lot of people like, and even other marketers, people
they just see your post?
They just see my post and they're like, oh gosh, like how are you hiring all these people and all you're doing all that stuff? And like thinking as if it's like just fluff, right? When it's like, no, like there's profit and low churn and a lot of sale. Like, so what kind of have you seen or like realized specifically from that of being on the inside now versus looking at it on the outside?
Yeah, so I know what you're saying. And then it's people think that we only do SEO and ads. When you have a digital marketing agency, they just think that you're doing content, SEO and ads, but there's a lot of stuff in the back that needs to happen for us to deliver the results and for us to actually give you the best attention that you need at a high level. So yes, it's when I saw your post, it's like, okay, is this real? Like now that I'm in the inside, I can see how you guys put so much effort on what we do. Like the team, they really care like about the clients, and they really like if we need to go to the extra mile, then we're gonna do it. And then that I see that from the top, and that's important to have. Like it's if you, Adam, have that clear vision of where you want to go, and your transparency and the honesty that you use for your client, you deliver that to the team as well. So then that, I mean, you can transfer that message above, like to the team below. So basically that's what they do. That's what I see, like you selling, closing deals, being honest and transparent, and then you deliver that message to the team and like, hey, we need to care. We have these new clients, we have all these clients coming here, but then okay, we're growing, but now we need to make sure that we have the team to deliver. So now that I see it from the inside, it's like, okay, we need to make this work. It's really happening. It is real. Like you're getting the team, you're getting the clients. So on my end now, my job is to make sure that you have the capacity. So it's more than just ads and SEO. It's a lot in the operational side that we need a lot of people involved.
Yeah. What's it been like? So I know like you and I both, we've, worked with a lot of the people that at one point in time, a lot of people were like, hey, Alejandra was my manager, previously and stuff. What's it been like, building so much of this company back in Nicaragua and doing it with people that you were like, man, I grew up like learning marketing and being with them. What's that experience been like?
I was nervous at the beginning when I joined the company. Like, okay, this is the same people that I used to work with. So they know who I am. They know like what I can do. So I was nervous at the beginning, but then because it was a builders week that I was joining the team, I went to the hotel for like the headshots. And when I saw everyone, it was like, I'm home. That's what I felt. Like, okay, this is where I belong. Like I can see the people that I helped growth in the past. I feel so comfortable here. So it's nice to build this with them. And it's easier for me to communicate with them because they know my expectations. They know when I say something, it's because they have to do it, or they know I'm more solution oriented. So it's not that if you don't have a solution, that doesn't mean that I'm going to push you to have it. I'm going to help you. I'm here to support. And when I joined the team, that's what I thought. Like, honestly, I'm here to serve you and to support you as much as I can. So, and that's what I want them to know. Like, my job is to make your job easier. So it has been fun, and I like it. I like the relationship that we have. As I said, I was nervous in the beginning, but it was nice. I felt home. And it's nice that we're building this together. And it's nice that even though that I knew them from before, I feel like I keep learning new things every day.
Yeah, that's awesome. What would you tell our team, right? So of all the employees that we have here, especially being here at Builders Week, like what are you I know we're going to talk a lot about that tomorrow, like on our LT meeting, but like what are some of the things that like you're really fired up right now and would just encourage like passing that message down to the team and being like, hey, we're heading into this new version, the biggest we've ever been. What are you most excited about? What's that message like to the team?
The thing that got me excited is that it depends on us. Like we are being part of this history. Like it's and some of them started before me, so it's like I can't believe that we're growing this fast and we're doing it together. Like it's kind of like it's hard to believe sometimes. Like I can't believe that we are new, and I don't even know how it feels for you, because for me I feel like it's ours. So we're building this. So I just want them to keep that in mind. Like, this is a team effort. It's not just the director's effort. It's because we are building together as a team, and what we do really matters to us and our clients.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody that like has been watching this journey? I know we kind of already went to that question on like your before and after, but like let's just say a prospective employee is listening or watching to this podcast, and what would you encourage them about like why this is a great place to be taking their career path to the next level? Like, what would you tell that person?
Like, if someone wants to join the team, like,
Yeah, they're listening. They're like, hey, I've been watching this. Like, convince me to come over.
Yeah, well, you're gonna learn new things every day. We really care about you. Like, if we need to go to the extra mile, or we really listen to the things that to your opinion. Like, we are not here saying that what we do is right. We are here to keep learning, and also it's gonna be like a friendly culture. And I know everyone says this. I know everyone says that we are our culture and our environment, it's the best when it comes to feel like really close friends, but it's different. Like, once you join the team, you feel proud of being part of the team because of who we are and what we do. Just because I think you, Adam, really care about your team as much as you care about your clients. So if someone is complaining, like, we don't leave that like in the table. We make sure we go and fix that. So I will think that what will encourage me to join the team is I sometimes feel FOMO. If you're on the outside, I will feel FOMO to not be here and to live this. Just because of all the great stories that I hear from the team, but also when I see on social media.
Yeah. Oh, they're great answers. What's it been like working with me?
I mean, it's easier. It's easier than I thought. Sometimes it's hard to tell you to delegate and just to move away from things.
Okay.
But I mean, I can't blame you. It's your business and you really care.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what you do on your 24 hours of the day. Like, you're unstoppable and you do a lot. And I have said that you are a multitasker 100%. I'm a girl and I'm not that multitasker. So it's kind of, I feel like you're everywhere and everything. But at the same time, it's hard to tell you to let go on some things. But it's,
what did you think it was going to be like? You said I didn't think it was going to be as hard, or I thought it was going to be harder. Why did you think it was going to be harder?
Well, everyone says it's not easy to work with the CEO, but you never know. You never know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because obviously that person is going to care the most about what we're doing. So, and you never know if some things they will take it personally, or you don't know how they're going to react. So I didn't know anything about that because I used to hear about you, but I didn't have like that relationship before until now. But now that I work with you, it's easy.
Yeah, I'm not some crazy workaholic.
You're not some crazy. Well, you're a workaholic. You're just not that crazy.
Yeah. Good answers. What has been most challenging for you? Just in any aspect, right? Like, what are some of the things where you're like, hey, this was, a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, wasn't necessarily like what I was expecting, and maybe it's particularly related to the role or tough conversations with a team member. Like, I know we've gone through a lot of that stuff. That again is not the fun stuff, right? Where you just like have to go do that. What in your role now that you previously wouldn't have had to do as like a paid ads manager or specialist, like what are some of those things?
I feel like it's more in alignment and expectations, both ways, clients and team members.
Yeah.
So for clients, like, they will think it's just I'm onboarding, I'm doing SEO, and I want results right away. So on that side of the business, it's hard to go back and set the expectations again, because they need to treat this as a partnership. It's not a one-time setup. It's no just go do it, that's it. No, they need to treat this as a partnership. So when it comes to the client side of things, I will say alignment and expectations. but also on the team side. So on the team side, you need to make sure that they take accountability and ownership on what they do. So it's kind of making sure the process is clear and making sure everything is aligned for their success.
Yeah. What questions do you have for me?
How do you feel about me being your COO?
That's a great question. No, like, I mean, as I kind of mentioned as I was opening it up, like, I do think it was kind of an aspect of, like, the timing was right. From you telling me originally no, like, I think twice, to you then reaching back out and saying, like, hey, you know, I'm interested. I see that you guys have this opening here. And there was multiple people that, like, had already applied for it, and we were kind of just like, no, we're going to keep it open. We want somebody with past experience as the first time manager really in that department. And so I think it was a timing thing where it just worked out really well. And then I think from that, right, the timing of, hey, you're starting here, we kind of really need this other aspect. We'd gone through a couple of the other transitions with employees, and it was like, hey, everybody else is already telling me that we should do this. Let's have a conversation. And so from there, right, it's really just been a blessing to have you in that role, because I feel like you can accomplish so much of what I was struggling to do for a year plus, where I was like, I don't understand why these things aren't happening. And there was just not that kind of connection to everything else that we now have been able to have. But I think it was also just a crucial time in the company where we had been getting so big, where it was like I couldn't physically do what I do and still be effective doing that without losing my mind. And so with that, right, it was hearing all of those things from everybody else and hearing it from the team even this week of, like, how excited and like amped up everybody is that you're in this role. And I'll never forget it. After I made the post that we had made the transition, I got like 4 or 5 messages from just other random people that we worked with in the past at Iron Builders Authority that was like, you just made the greatest decision ever. And I was like, well, good. Like, I would assume so.
Thank you.
But like, yeah. But so I would just say, like, again, like, it's tough to put into words, like, what you've done. Just for me in general and for the business, like, you're awesome.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's been my experience.
Thank you. That means a lot. And will you recommend COOs to all the CEOs?
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to find the right like, there was multiple other people that we had in different roles, and then there was also, like, the last time I did it, running an agency, like, you hire somebody too quick. Like, I just don't think that there's a playbook to doing this stuff. Like, as much as you can go get information, as much as you can go get all that, like, I even told you a couple weeks ago, I was like, man, like, maybe not even a couple weeks ago, like last week, I was like, I'm kind of scared for next week. Not because of anything in particular, but because it's the most employees we've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm just stressed and anxious because of a lot of different stuff going on in my life. And I said, like, I am just thankful you're organizing a lot of this stuff so I can kind of show up and do my thing. Because it's like, man, people don't talk about, like, and I think you even hit on it earlier, where it was like, you could find a place where you could be both the mom and in your role right now. A lot of people just look at work, right? And they're like, hey, you can go do, great stuff at work. And then it's like, but I'm completely unfulfilled everywhere else. And part of me has gotten time back. Like, I took vacation between you and Diana and the rest of the team. Like, it was like the first time in I don't even know how long, right, that I was just able to truly do that. And so I think, again, it's tough to put into words those different aspects, but I think where it kind of all comes together, where it was just like that right timing, like, you're going to get some stuff wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten so many different things wrong, like, from the bigger things to the smaller things and whatever. And it's just like, I've just found a way to continue to go and go and go and go. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that if you had to look at like what we're doing, how we're doing it, who we're doing it with, like we've all been through, some of us together, but have all been through something that it was just like, this sucked. But it didn't define us. It just gave us the ability to go do it. And so that's one of the things that I know you and I share that vision on, that really does just like light me up as to what we're doing, hearing the stories from the employees, hearing, hey, you know, this happened and I ended up coming here, and whatever the situation might be is, it's so much bigger than what we do on a daily basis, which is like a great thing. And it's also that's a lot to live up to, and that's where I think sometimes both on the client side and the team side, I struggle at sometimes I carry that weight too much. So that's where some of my stress and anxiety comes in, is the more we do and the more we have that, is like by sheer number, that's more complexity and responsibility that right, wrong, or indifferent, like I just personally take.
Yeah. I mean, if you tell me, I didn't think I was going to be here in my 30s. I didn't know I was going to be a mom and a COO. And I remember myself being 20 years and working for an agency, and I said, that's the position that I would like to have one day. And I'm here now. So
we're all here. Yes. We're all here. Any other questions?
No, this was nice.
This was very good. I'm extremely grateful that you took the opportunity and thought my crazy idea was not so crazy. And I'm just excited about what we're building together, and I appreciate everything that you do.
Appreciate it.
And thank you so much for listening or watching today's podcast. Make sure to share this content on social media. I'm excited to go back and listen and watch this episode to kind of rehear everything and learn it again a second time from listening to Alejandra. But there's some great tidbits from this episode as well that I think, regardless of what business you're in, what role you play, there's something that you can probably take away about building a company, building culture, a CEO to COO relationship, and really what it means to grow and build not just a great business, but build authority in the process. Make sure to leave us a review if you're listening to this episode on the podcast platform of your choice, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for listening or watching to the episode today. We'll see you next week. And remember, authority isn't built overnight, it's built over time.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. We sure do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed to the show wherever you consume podcasts. This way you'll get notifications as new episodes become available. If you feel so inclined, please leave us a review. We sure do appreciate it. Until next time, friends.